Hello! You guys, we're gonna chat tonight. So get your questions ready. I'm gonna do a little bit of sharing here to get this headed out. If you want to share this video with a friend or tag a friend in it, go ahead. You know that I'm live if it says live in the corner. If it's not, it's the replay, which is totally fine too. You can still watch and I can answer your questions later. So, welcome. I do not normally do a live on Tuesdays, but I have been challenged to talk about paparazzi, first of all. Second of all, I've had a lot of people asking questions and I thought, this will just be easy to get together and we can all ask our questions together and have fun with it. And yeah, so go ahead. First off, you don't have to ask any questions. If you just want to watch and be chill, that's cool too. But if you're there and want to chat, will you tell me where you're from? And I will tell you a little bit about me. After I'm like moving my notifications, I'll tell you a little bit about me. And if you have friends that you think, you know what, Susie would be so good at this, she should totally do it. Why don't you go ahead and tag them? Because I am looking for awesome people to join my team, and maybe that person is you. Just saying. If you want to try out this jewelry alongside me, I'm here to help, and I think it would be so fun. So I do not know if comments are working because nobody's saying anything, but it could be Facebook. You know how Facebook is. But I should have made a sign. But what we're gonna do is everyone who asks a question tonight, who's not already a consultant, is gonna get a free piece of jewelry, right? So isn't that so fun? We're gonna give a free piece of jewelry to anybody who asks a question about kind of the business side of paparazzi, and we're just gonna have a chat. So it's just one per customer. Shipping's not included, but if you already have a rolling basket with me, I'll just toss it in your basket for you, okay? So here's the deal. Even if maybe you're not interested in selling paparazzi right now, maybe you would be interested in 6 months and you just have like questions bouncing around in your head. Maybe you're not interested at all, but you just still have questions bouncing around in your head because, you know, it's like that show where how does it work? Like you just want to know about stuff. You know what I mean? Like how does that work? And maybe you're going to ask a question that someone else has been wondering about. And so maybe you're going to put into words what they've been thinking. And so that's what we're going to do today. Hello. So I have people from my team that are referring their friends. And so I want everyone to know that if you are interested in jumping on board and giving us a try, to contact whoever sent you, okay? If you're just jumping on, I'd love to help you walk you through it, but if someone sent you here, they would love to help walk you through it. Got it? Okay, so we're gonna roll through them, and then Trevor's gonna keep track of who's getting the free pieces. So my mindset when I go into my lives, Melissa, and for anybody really, whoever does a live show for anything, you guys, I tell my kids when they're doing videos for school and things like that, you have to be you times 2. Like you're not going to change your personality, you're going to be you, but you just got to dial it up a little because there's something about the video that through video, it kind of dulls who you are. So if you're your regular personality, it comes across a little more flat. So I try and take my personality and I just turn it up. So that's how I mindset. I'm like, okay, you times 2, let's do it. And I come down, and you guys, I'm pretty introverted in person. Some of you know that about me. And so after I'm done with the live, I'm always like, whew, okay. You know, like it's you just feel like you've been on, which you have been, because I've been talking all day. So that is a great question, Melissa. Oh, Skylar's been waiting. Awesome. Yay. Okay, so, sorry, woo.
Do you want me to read you out the questions? All right. Melanie wants to know, how does paparazzi guide you in the shipping process? Okay. Do they help you with the shipping equipment?
Okay, so there's kind of 2 sides to paparazzi. You can order direct from them like your customers can order directly from paparazzi. They take care of it all. All the shipping, everything they ship straight to your customers. Isn't that awesome? So you can promote that side. What we do here is we ship from our house we ship all the inventory that we have on hand. And so we take care of that ourselves, and it's just, it's not super hard. And it was just kind of Googling a few things to set it up. So we use PayPal, and that's how some of you are my customers. That's how you get your invoice. And PayPal automatically has a shipping area inside of it, which is why we use PayPal to make it easy, right? So within PayPal, we're able to ship it, automatically pulls your address in for me. And we have a little kitchen scale, you know what I mean? Like a postal scale. Long ago, we used to sell Legos on eBay. So long ago, and we would sell them in 1 pound lots, and so that's what our scale is left over from. And so we print labels from home. But when I first started, I would take my packages into the post office, and they would be handwritten labels. So you just kind of grow and progress in the shipping. Good? Yep. Next? Okay.
Amy Bennett wants to know how you balance your work from home now that the kids are around and are foot more often.
Amy, it is a good question. How do we balance it? So my kids are older, which helps a ton, right? Because I don't really have to help them with their schoolwork. I don't have to log on. We do school in the morning, and they know that. And then while they're doing school, I'm doing my work from home, right? Like that's just what we're doing. If I had younger kiddos, it would definitely be more of a challenge because I would need to stop what I'm doing to help them. But since they're kind of, it's almost like they have a self-led curriculum, so I'm feeling okay about it. The biggest problem is the internet because they're all accessing their stuff and I want to access mine, and we're all sitting there like, who's using up all the bandwidth, right? Like it's slowing down. So that's kind of what's going on with that. Next.
All right. Gina Rodriguez wants to know, what is your ROI?
All right, so our return on investment. Trevor was saying ROI like I wouldn't know what that was.
Right.
So ROI is our return on investment. So the way it works is we buy wholesale and we sell retail, right? So we buy each piece of jewelry for $2.75. That's what we pay for it. We sell it for $5, and so our take home of a piece of jewelry is $2.25. Now, we do...
Which is 45%.
45%. That's your 45%. But since we ship from home, we do have some overhead costs such as mailers, right? We cover that. Packaging. We offer shipping deals. A lot of you know it's buy 5, get $1 shipping, so we lose money on that sort of shipping. So
we net out between 30 and 35%.
Okay, so Trevor, he's our numbers guy. That's why he's here. So he said we end up netting about 30 to 35% of what we sell because we offer those extra perks to our customers. So you guys are lucky shopping with me. What's next?
Okay. Amy wants to know, again, are your kids helping with the business? My girls would love to help.
Yes.
Love to have their hands in behind the scenes and help out.
Yes. So you guys might have seen last week, my kids did a live, right, with Trevor. They all picked out a couple of pieces. More likely, they are behind the scenes. So we have lots of, it's not their favorite job, but we have lots of alphabetizing, and that is all solely the kids. So whenever we are sorting jewelry by name, that's their job, and they all come in and take a half-hour shift of sorting our jewelry. And we even have name cards for your baskets, and my youngest alphabetizes those. That's their main job, is alphabetizing. When Trevor and I are out of town, my oldest daughter can work the shipping. She ships all your packages out. Now, she doesn't invoice, but she does the shipping. Like, it's easy enough that it tells her whose package to grab and what label to stick on. So she's able to do that behind the scenes. And then my oldest son is in charge of waste management because we get so many boxes, and so he breaks them all down into flat stacks and takes them to the recycling. So those are some of the jobs that our kids have.
So Lisa Garza wants to know, do you still get nervous when you go live? And Des Hole wants to know, what advice would you give somebody going live for the first time?
Yes, so I should pull up my first video because I'm sure it's not great, but my advice for anybody going live is the you times 2, right? Like you are just going to, okay, me times 2. If you are super, super, super nervous, you can go live and change the settings to where only you can see it. And so that's a good way to practice. You could also maybe start like a group on Facebook and go live in a group, and the group is just you and your mom, right? Or you and your mom and your sister, that sort of thing. I still do get nervous, especially like this morning I did a training for people where I'm I'm not as comfortable or familiar around them like I am with my customers. And so there are like 500 people watching me talk about my business and my suggestions. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And I just rolled with it.
Sue wants to know, when you place an order as a consultant, how much is shipping and what amount gets free shipping?
Awesome. So Sue, I always aim for free shipping when I order as a consultant. If you order $100 or more from the company as a consultant, you get free shipping. And so that's my goal every day, is to hit that free shipping level. Some people are at different points in their business, and so they're not quite there yet. And shipping is $5.95. So you pay $6 on shipping. You do get one free piece for every 10 that you order. So if you order 10, you get a free piece, and it almost covers the shipping that you pay.
All right. Kyla Irene wants to know, how many hours a week do you put into your business?
Ooh, what do you think? How many hours a week do we put in? So Trevor and I work it together. He does a lot on the organizing and website side. I mean, I'm kind of like the face right here. You guys see me here a lot. What do you think?
I think I do about 25 hours.
Oh, 25 hours a week?
What do you think?
Maybe 20. Probably 20 hours. So probably together we do it full time because we're working this full time as a family, but we have vamped up to that over time. That's not where I started out, right? And you could work it in half-hour increments a day starting, and that would be totally doable.
Nancy McCorkle wants to know, do you have a catalog if you don't want to do the computer thing?
Right. So the thing with Paparazzi, which is actually a benefit, is there's no catalog because there are new releases every new day, Monday through Friday. New pieces every day. So there's no catalog because the inventory is so cyclical. It's always changing. And I feel like that's a super benefit because I have different pieces than my sister-in-law, who I share a backyard with, and we both work a paparazzi business, right? And so if we were locked into a catalog, we would, even though we have customers got crossover, they all be seeing the same things. But since we have different inventories, we can share customers and share, back and forth community, and it's fine.
Andrea wants to know, what does your day-to-day schedule look like running your business?
Awesome. So I get up and I do a flash sale. You guys know that. And I kind of check for questions because sometimes there's people asking questions, or if I have this piece, or checking on their order. Then we pull orders. We get orders from our website, a handful each morning. We're able to pull those. And then sometimes I connect with my team. I have a team, and encourage them in their sales. And then I set up sales for the week. I do albums. We send out an email a week. What other things do we do?
And then get ready for the night sale.
And get ready for the evening sale. Yep, it's all a cycle every time.
You do blog stuff during the day, so you're not 100% paparazzi.
Right. I also have a blog business, so I do that as well. Like yesterday, I was writing a blog post.
So Claudia Ferreira wants to know, was wondering, when a paparazzi seller gives free shipping to their new clients for the first time, is that an out-of-pocket expense?
Yes. So when consultants offer free shipping, they're still paying for the shipping because they're shipping it from their house. So they are offering that as a benefit to their customers, and we offer the not free, but the $1 shipping to our customers, and different consultants offer different things. But I just feel like it's a fun way to give back and say thank you, and to build that customer base and have that loyalty in customers. It's really fun.
Shelly Cox wants to know if there's any quotas.
Are there any quotas? So I love Paparazzi because there's no diehard, if you don't order 1 month, you're out, right? And I know some companies are like that. So there's no set have to do thing, but there is a thing called being active. And when you're active, you can get commissions from your downline. You're listed as a consultant for the month. So when you're active, you need to buy 25 pieces a month. You guys, that is not that much. We sell a lot more than that. Like, we could sell 25 pieces in a day. And so to buy 25 pieces for a month is, if you're working your business, it shouldn't be a stretch. And so if you're doing that, you're active for the month. But if you're not active 1 month, you can totally jump in the next month, and there's no repercussions for not having been active.
All right, Tara Goring wants to know, how much does the jewelry cost you at wholesale?
Wholesale price is $275 a piece. So we pay $275, and then we sell it for $5, and that $225 is our profit. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, in case you missed it, we do have some overhead costs for us because we pay for packaging and we eat some of our shipping costs. But in general, that's go 45%.
Skylar Carr wants to know, are you currently taking people on your team, and how does that work?
For sure, Skylar. So you can message me about it. But basically, when you're on the Paparazzi website and you're like, join, like, I want to start, let's get this rolling, you get to pick who you want to work with. And I would love to be that person. So my consultant number, can you see it right there, is 1768. And you'll have to put in somebody's consultant number. You can also search for their name. So I'm Mandy Beyeler, or you can search for Sugar Bee Bling. And I think that should come up either way. But that 1768 will lock you in. And you can message me and I can walk you through it. I love to get people started like today. Let's do it, right? We're all home. Sales are awesome. It's going to be fun.
Shelly Cox says, where do you get the boards to hang the jewelry?
All right, so we just got ours at Home Depot. I built my way up to this, so I'm not sitting in front of it right now. There you go. You guys see the pegboard behind me? We built up to this, so when I started, I didn't have boards. I would just keep my jewelry in like those plastic totes, right? We were kind of in transit, and we were in a different house when we moved here. And anyway, you can store it however is working for you. And then I had like one travel case, like an opening board thing that closed where I kept jewelry. And then I had like one board, and you know, it just grew from there. But they're just pegboards from Home Depot that we attached to our wall.
All right. Claudia Ferrer wants to know, the inventory that comes in packages, like the starter kits, is it a variety, and is it up to date?
Yes, so they change it out every season, Claudia. So right now, I'm not sure if it's spring or summer, but either one is going to be applicable, and it'll switch again in the fall. Okay, so fall, I think it's fall, spring, and summer are the collections. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, they do change according to season. And the thing about the starter kits is they have so many pieces in there to appeal to all types. And so the idea is it's starting you out appealing to all types, because if you were in charge of picking your own pieces to start with, you would pick what you love, right? I pick what I love, but there are other people out here that like different things than you do. And so when you get that starter kit, it's to help you reach all types of customers, which is awesome. I love the variety.
Wendy Weber says, what happens to the leftover inventory? Do you get to send it back?
You keep all the inventory that you get. Sometimes I've had where a teammate and I will maybe swap a few pieces, but what happens is that I still have it and I just keep my I build up inventory, and then you hit the level where you want it, and then I keep my inventory at that level so that when I'm doing flash sales or putting together sets, I'm showing you maybe a new piece that I got in, but maybe there's a piece from 6 weeks ago that I know looks so great with it, and so I'm working that into my sale. So you mix and match the inventory that you have on hand with the new pieces that you're bringing in.
Right, and once you reach the level you want, then you just have to manage your buying with your selling. So
right
now we sell slightly more than we buy every week.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Melissa wants to know, what advice would you give to someone who is starting out?
Melissa, I would say be consistent. Okay, so that is what was kind of a game changer, and offer different ways for people to shop. So I love flash sales. You guys know this about me. I would definitely do flash sales and album sales. And starting out, it's just a lot of it is getting over the hump of just doing it, right? Like, let's just jump in and try something. And so getting out there and putting yourself out there can be scary, but once you get going, you are going to do a great job.
Skylar wants to know, what's the initial investment?
So there's 3 different kits that you can pick from. If you think that you want to go to our yearly Paparazzi Convention, okay, they have a yearly convention. If you think you want to go to that, I would highly recommend the large kit. It comes with a free ticket. The tickets are like $180, and you can get that free. Like, I am buying my ticket, and you could get it free. So that's the large kit. It's $4.99. There's a mid-level kit. It's called the small kit, and it's $2.99. And then they have a kit called a preview pack. So if you just want to start with a few pieces and see how it goes, that's only $99. Comes with 35 pieces. You sell all 35. You're making a profit of $70. That's off the top of my head. $70. Like, you're coming away with $70 if you sell 35 pieces.
Brooke wants to know, what's the best way to organize your product? What if I only have a small space?
Right. So if you have a small space, you can organize in Ziploc bags is what I would recommend. I would take the boxes that your inventory comes in, right? When you get a box, tape up the sides, and it stands up, and it's the perfect size for gallon Ziploc bags. And I would organize them according to color. So I'd have a bag of all my purple stuff, a bag of all my blue stuff, a bag of all my green, a bag of all my yellow, right? All in a box. And then when you grow your inventory, maybe you have 2 boxes, and one box is your colors and one box is your metals, like your silvers and your golds and like that. And then that way you can open a bag and know that everything in that bag is going to kind of coordinate because it's all your purples.
Rachel Bremer wants to know, are you still able to recruit for your team even with people out of work?
Yes, Rachel, we have had a lot of people asking, and I think it's because they're looking for something to do from home. They have a little more time on their hands. Sales are actually going well, so it's a great time. Some people are getting their stimulus checks and want to invest in something, invest in themselves, invest in a business. So it is a really good time to be able to look for people to join your team.
All right. Melanie wants to know, do you find with people homebound, is your business thriving or going slower?
Yeah, so we are doing
We're
better.
doing better.
Yeah.
Our sales are better. Probably about 10 to 15% better
than like February,
than
right?
a normal week.
Right.
Normal this time last year.
It's almost like they're on par with fall sales. Fall sales are really great because people are stocking up for the holidays, and that's kind of where we're at here. So it's been doing good. I feel like maybe you're like me, but you just feel like you want something to brighten your day. We're kind of addicted to new, right? Like we like new stuff, but we're not going to go out and buy new expensive things because we're on a budget now. I mean, we always were, but we're just looking for affordable pick-me-ups. And so that $5 price point to be able to get a package in the mail and have a few new things, it's a game changer. It's doing great for people.
Lisa wants to know, do you already know a lot of the customer styles and like this person would like this or that?
It definitely takes learning over the years. So as you get to know your customers and you think every week, oh, they always pick out blue things. They must really love blue. Or this customer really always tends towards the urbans, you know. And so there are a few customers that kind of stand out to me who always buy colorful or always buy urbans. But then a lot of times there are so many customers that love all the things, like myself, right? And I can't pick their style, but I don't think they can either because they like all the things.
All right. Sue wants to know, is it possible to get an audience on Facebook without just asking friends and family to buy?
So, Sue, most of my customers aren't friends or family. It starts that way, right? You start going live with your friends or your family, but at that point you ask them to share. And so I feel like most of my customers have come because they're friends of friends of friends, right? Like they have shared, someone I knew shared my video, and that person shared a video, and then it found someone who likes affordable fashion, right? Likes affordable jewelry, and that's who turned into my customers. So you kind of start with your friends and family and then kind of work your way out from there. You can also have hosted parties, which is awesome. Good way to go.
Lisa wants to know, do you get paid? Do you get profit for your team as well?
Yep, so there's 2 ways to make money with Paparazzi. One of them sales, okay, so diamond seller right there. And one of them is from having a team. And so we have an elite team. And from having a team, it's almost like you get a bonus commission for helping lead and teach the people on your team. And so you get, from your people who join your team right under you, you can get 10% off of their orders, and then it kind of tiers down from there. So it's a fun way to be able to bring in money from both sides, from your sales and being able to have those bonuses from helping your team.
All right. And Claudia wants to know, how do you reach ranks? By points?
So ranks are based on your team and how much they're ordering, which is kind of based on how much they're selling, right? So the more that your team is ordering and selling, the more ranks that you can hit. So it's not necessarily how many people, but almost how well they're doing, and they're going to be doing well as you help them along.
All right. Angie Winkles wants to know, can you have 2 businesses at home?
So you can. You have to keep them completely separate. Like I would, and that makes sense, you guys. You wouldn't want to be selling jewelry and selling makeup at the same time, right? It gets confusing. So you can have 2 businesses, but you need a separate page for your paparazzi where it's just your paparazzi things that you're showing there.
And once you get to a certain point.
Right, and once you hit elite, you can't have another direct sales business. So it's just It kind of depends where you're at. Ooh.
Is there a max number of people that can be on your team?
No, there are teams that have as many people out there. So there's no max number. I would recommend when you're looking for someone that you find someone that you connect with and who is established in their business and who's successful so that they can show you how they got to that point, right? So you can reap the benefits of learning from what they have already learned. That's what I'd recommend.
Walker Reynoso wants to know, if you buy a starter kit, do you have to sell it or can it be for the discount?
It can be for a discount. I have had people join because they love the discount. And so you can just grab it and then you can order for a discount. There's also, I have some people that love the Fashion Fix, this is a Fashion Fix. So Fashion Fix is almost like a jewelry subscription. It comes every month. So you could join up Paparazzi, sign up for the Fashion Fix, and get this box of pieces every month. Now, there is a wait list on the Fashion Fix, but that's a fun thing to do.
What are the most essential supplies? A printer, computer, or can you do it all from your phone?
I have a few people on my team that work all from my phone. You guys, I love a computer. I love being able to sit down and type. So I would recommend having a computer. It's doable from your phone. I just feel like it would take longer to print labels and that sort of thing, like to have to type out an address, that might take a while. So I like having a computer. That's me. But I do have teammates that do most of their work from their phone. So however you want to work it.
Some people want a tour of your room here. I don't know if you want to do that.
It's a little messy. You guys want to see it? Okay, so this is where I'm sitting because I have this perfectly coiffed space behind me of my board, right? Because when people are coming over, like you guys have come over into my home right now, you want to present your best self, which is right here. So I'm going to show you the behind the scenes, not my best self area. Are you guys ready? Okay. Okay. So this is the pegboard. This is actually our spare bedroom. This is our pegboard. So there was a dresser from when it was a bedroom, still there, now filled with jewelry. Trevor built a desk in the corner. It's a standing desk that we work out of. This is all of your baskets, right? Jewelry baskets. This is a whole wall of bookshelves. And then the black bins are where we store our jewelry. This is what the kids are working on sorting. See how it's all in bags. And then I just have our old kitchen table that I have all of the new stuff out on, ready to roll. Oh, and my light. It's not a very big space.
Yolanda wants to know, can you market or go to other activities being held in your hometown?
For sure. There are some people on my team that's their focus. They don't really do Facebook Lives. They do events and home parties or just events. They love that sort of thing. So that is definitely for sure.
All right. Let's see here.
Trevor's catching me up on the comments.
Market. How do you build an inventory if you can't buy a lot at once?
Right, so there is this whole philosophy called the power of 15, and I can share it with you, but the idea is you buy 15 pieces, you sell it, you make this much profit, you buy this many more, and you keep, you keep building your inventory through reinvestment, right? So it's called the power of 15. And that's just one way to do it. But basically what it is whenever you sell your pieces, you can keep some for profit, but then you want to reinvest. Some people reinvest everything up front to try and build up a little bit of inventory. So, different ways to work it.
All right. Melanie wants to know, are your weekly lives the most selling of pieces?
So last week we actually divvied it out because we were wondering what percentage. You guys, my big weekly live only brought in 16% of our sales for that week. That's funny that you asked. We never track it, but we did 2 weeks ago, and I have it right here. So it's because I have flash sales, and I have album sales, and I have a pick of the day, and we have our pre-order group, and like 10 to 20% is coming in each category, and then they all add up together.
Shelly Cox wants to know, how do you attract new people?
How do we attract new people? So I feel like word of mouth is huge, right? So if someone's watching and they share the video and one of their friends is like, what's going on here? I want to check this out, right? And we also try and use hashtags on Facebook so that we can get the word out that we're having a live. But a lot of it is word of mouth and really putting yourself out there online and seeing if people can find you. So thank you for you guys who have shared the video before.
Kennedy Sullivan wants to know, have you always had your website as a way for people to shop, or is that something new for you?
It's
Would
new.
recommend it for new consultants?
I would not recommend it for new consultants just because it is so much work, you guys. And I think a lot of people think that you're just rolling in sales with a website. But with a website, you have to promote it and work and talk about it just like you would a live sale. So you're not going to get any traffic to it unless you're talking about it and promoting it. And so it's a lot to juggle as a new person. I've been doing this 8 years, right? 8, 9, 7. Anyway, 8 years, a while. We've only had our website the last 2 or 3 years. Not very often, not very long. It's something that we wanted to do after we've been in it in a while and after we had built our inventory up and could handle, stocking a website. So,
Kelly Hoffman wants to know, can you still be successful if you can't do a live? I see many people saying you can't. I'm still petrified to be on camera.
Kelly, when I started, I didn't do a live, right? Like when I started, Facebook Live was not a thing. I was doing home parties. I was sending baskets with my friends. So you can definitely find ways that are going to work for you. You can even take a picture of a set of jewelry and text it out to your friend Susie, who you know loves pink, and say, Susie, I got this set for you. Isn't this so cute? Would you like it? It's however you would feel comfortable in working your business. Lives are powerful. I'm not going to deny that. They are kind of what boosted my business. They're not a have to. And if you're not aiming to have like a full-time paparazzi business, if you just want to dabble in it, maybe lives aren't for you, and that's okay too.
All right. Lisa Cameron wants to know, how do you like working with your husband?
What do you think? I actually love it. It was so funny. Yesterday, I'm like, what'd you do? He's like, well, I'm like, what'd you do today? He's like, well, we packed packages together. We sat down. You worked on your blog. I worked on jewelry as we sat next to each other. And then we did a live together. And then, I don't know. I just think it's fun. We get along pretty well. So I think that makes a big difference.
Ian Love wants to know, does adding one person under you make a team?
Yes, Ian. Well, I just blanked out. That's not her real name. I just blanked out on it, but I won't say it on Facebook, but I can't remember anyway. So anyway, yeah, you can be a leader with just one person on your team. Now, when I started, I was intimidated by that, and I told the person above me, I'm not really looking to be a team leader. So if somebody wants to jump into this with me, I'm just going to refer them and to your group, and we're all going to learn in there together. And that worked great at first. Like, if it's intimidating for you to think, oh, I'm a leader, just refer them to the next person above you, add them to those groups, and you can all run through it together. But as you get your feet wet and learn things, you might be like, hey, I have a good tip for her about what's working for me in an event. I'm going to share it with you, and that's kind of what develops that leadership skill.
Margie wants to know, what's the most rewarding part of paparazzi?
Oh, Margie, I feel like, I don't know. It's probably the messages from you guys. Like, $5 jewelry. What is our theme? It's like $5 jewelry is not going to change the world, but people who wear it, like to hear you say, I got something I didn't think that jewelry was for me because it's always so expensive, but I got this and I feel so good about myself when I put it on. That's what I love. That's what I love.
Who wants to know where you got your light from?
This light is from Amazon. It's called a ring light, and I can't remember what type, but if you message me afterwards, I can pull up my Amazon account and find it.
Kim Thompson wants to know, are your team members close to you or all over?
Nope, they are spread out, Kim. So I do have a few close, like my sister-in-law. We share a backyard, but mostly spread out because of technology. We are able to meet over like video chatting. I have a Facebook group for my team. So I'm spread out all over, which is kind of fun to be able to be a team all over, but come together through Facebook and technology and calls and emails and all those things.
Marie wants to know how you keep from going broke. She loves all the stuff.
For real, right? I know every box I open, I'm like, I want to keep all of this, which is just more motivation to sell, right? Like the more you're selling, more jewelry we can stock our house with.
Amy Lynn wants to know how many items you have in inventory And how much do you sell per week?
All right, so I know the per week question because someone asked me that earlier when I was doing a training. To sell at diamond level, you need to sell 337 pieces a week. And we sell a little right over diamond level, so 350, 400 on average, right. Okay? There are weeks we're below, but then there are weeks we're above, so it averages out 350, 400. You would know our inventory question.
Right. We have about 1,000 part numbers on hand with about 4,000 total pieces of inventory.
4,000 pieces of inventory. Let me tell you guys, that is a lot. Most consultants aren't there, but we've been doing this 8 years, so we've had time to build our inventory to really support our website. And so don't think that that's where you need to be. That's us.
All right. Lynn wants to know, how do you grow viewers if you don't have a lot of people in your warm market?
Right, so you can share. You can spread yourself out on Facebook. So if you're not active on Facebook, again, you're not getting to know people there. So if you love makeup, maybe join a makeup group and you get to know the people in there and you're commenting together and pretty soon you guys are friends and then maybe go see your posts, right? So it's all about kind of interacting and engaging with people online if that's where you want to do your sales. And again, having friends and family share is kind of a big deal too.
Okay.
I lost track of the question, so that's why Trevor's asking me, because it was yeah, you can find me on Facebook. You just never know who's looking for what you might have, so that's what's awesome about the online world, right? You guys have some good questions. So fun. That is the hardest part, Donna, deciding what to buy. And sometimes I am so off because I'll see something and I'm like, best necklace ever! And I'll buy like 20 of it. And then maybe it doesn't resonate as well with my customers. And I'll sell like 3 or 4 and I'll be like, huh, those people are crazy. This is one good necklace. Or maybe I see one that I just think, oh, that's cute. But I only buy maybe 4 of it. And then I have a dozen people want it, right? So it's trying to read your customers over time, but it's still hard. And sometimes I miss a little bit, but it's all learning. And it's just kind of go with your gut and pick out those pieces. But that's the funnest part. Although when I'm out of town, that's what Trevor thinks is the worst part, is trying to buy the jewelry. Because he's always like, I don't know.
All right, Kay wants to know, do you count all your inventory for income time? I think income tax time.
Income tax. So we
estimate it.
Right, we estimate it. We track our business through money in, money out. So I don't track piece by piece. I know some people ask, how do you keep track of your inventory piece by piece? Short answer, I don't. I feel like that's a lot of extra work. We track our inventory, like our money that we're bringing in, money that we're putting out of our business. So that's kind of the general synopsis. Money in, money out is what we track, and then we have a general idea of our inventory levels. Good questions, you guys. So again, I'm Mandy, Sugar Bee Bling. It is a fun time to be able to look into paparazzi. Hopefully you guys found this a little helpful. If you asked questions and you're not a consultant, and that means I've got a free piece for you, not covering shipping, but if you have open baskets, I'll stick it in there. Or if you want to pay to ship it, I will ship it to you, and no problem. We'll be getting with you. Yeah, message us your info. If you don't have a basket, message us your info. Yay, I'm glad you were able to learn. If you like lay in bed tonight and think, oh, I meant to ask, then shoot me a message because I'm happy to answer. Sometimes it's just fun to talk about it. Like I said, it's like that show, How Was It Made? Like, you're just wondering, like, how does that work? How are they making money? How is this a thing that they can do with their family? But all of that works for us, and it could be working for you. I've worked paparazzi in so many aspects. Like, I've worked it as a hobby, as a part-time thing, and we've worked it like full-time now. And so I've kind of touched on all those bases. And so you can think about maybe what would work for you, or maybe you just love being a customer. Maybe you have someone in your life that you think this would be great for, so you can kind of figure that out. I'm going to change the description. I forgot to put, there's a link that will show you the average earnings for the bonus checks or for having a team. So I'll stick that up there. Should have included that, forgot about it. And that might help you as well see that there are so many levels in paparazzi. There are people that do it to pay for piano lessons every month, and there are people that do it to support their family and everything in between. We don't use a certain inventory system. We, well, what do you use?
We do. We
Okay.
use our website as
Right.
our inventory system.
We use our website to track certain pieces by name, and we just use an online accounting system for our money in, money out. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, yes, we are full-time. My husband stepped away from his job last year?
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Phased out.
Time flies. And so it's been really fun to be able to have the flexibility. And that's my paparazzi why. To be able to have that flexibility is amazing. Amazing. Last summer we took 4 weeks and camped with our kiddos all across national parks. You can't do that when you have a job that you're not the boss of, right? Your boss isn't going to give you 4 weeks off. So anyway,
Does the company sell items not jewelry needed to start a business?
it sells things like
Ring holders,
ring
bags.
trays, bags. You can buy hooks from them. I like these other hooks off of Amazon better. Yeah, they have bags. But I buy my own pink mailers and that sort of thing. So they do have a few resources. They've got t-shirts if you want them or jackets. But a lot of it you can just find what's going to work best for you.
Tell Brooke it is GoDaddy Bookkeeping.
Brooke, it's GoDaddy Bookkeeping. I don't know.
Used to be something else, then GoDaddy bought them.
Gotcha. Used to be something that got bought out by GoDaddy. How is your neck?
Oh, mine?
Yeah, he's doing good. He probably forgets that he broke it.
I know, I do. I'm doing good.
He's got one little scar up here. That's it.
That's it.
Isn't that
No harm
crazy?
done.
So crazy. I think we're going to have convention. So Paparazzi Convention, you guys, is at the end of July. Will it happen? I feel like it will. I feel like the world is going to level out May-ish, June-ish, and that will be good to go. What do you... I don't...
Probably.
That's what I'm hoping on.
Sometime mid to late summer, fall.
Mid to late summer, fall. I've got my ticket. I can't wait. It is like one of the funnest events of paparazzi of the year, so I'm looking forward to it. All right. Anything else? We're good?
We're good.
Okay, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great night. Thanks for chatting with me. Message me if you have questions. Message me if you're looking to maybe give us a try, and I can walk you through it. We can do it together. Get you started tomorrow, whatever you want to do. All right, guys, have a good night.